evening, all the participants, ladies and gentlemen, estimated fellows. Storytelling live session. It's our absolutely pleasure to welcome you to the day second of the CWMA 8 session of Storytelling Live. As we together here, we are still basking the glory of yesterday incredible session where our young storyteller left us spellbound with their talent, creativity, and passion. Their stories not only inspired us, but also reminded us to the transformative power of storytelling. As now we are embarked on this second day of storytelling journey, we are excited to bring you another evening, captivating tales, reflections, and unforgettable moments. Our storytellers have been carefully curated, take you on the roller coaster of the emotions to challenge your perspective and leave you feeling uplifted and inspired. So today we have our mentors, word mentors with us to share their beautiful stories with us. And first of all, I would like to introduce our CEO of the CWMA, yeah, Madam Rachana, who is renowned educationist, many award-winning speaker, poet, and educated her life improving minds to the creative writing and literary excellence. With over 26 years of teaching experience and many academic awards, it's a true champion of education and the personal growth. Now I would like to share the principle and the basic rules for the storytelling session with our mentors. Very first, you all have 5 to 4 minutes to share your beautiful thoughts and your stories. Number second, you can tell your own author tale or any famous author. Theme should be from either romance, ambitious, and horror. Storyteller have the introduce themselves very first in short title of the story, of course, the name of the writer too. The story should have the moral as well. At the end of the session, our honorable judge, Veronica ma'am or ma'am Rachana will be tell you how every contestant can improve their storytelling skill as well. The winner will be announced today and every participant will be given chance to question to our global mentors. Thank you so much. And now I would like to request our most distinguished chief guest, Miss Jane Mary from USA. I would like to request her to come on the screen and share her beautiful views with our storytelling mentors. So I would request you, Madam Jane, please come on the screen and share your mic with all of us.
Thank you very much for introducing me. I'm so happy to be here. The title of my story is The Collector. Some time ago, I came across a quotation by noted American interior designer Nate Berkus. Berkus stated, "Your home should tell the story of who you are and be a collection of what you love." I was intrigued by that statement. I asked myself, does my home contain collections of things that I love? Does my home tell my story? Let me think about that. What collections do I have? Well, first of all, the entrance foyer of my house contains a photo gallery of 30 small framed photos of me and those I love, both living and dead. There are more framed photos of family members displayed on tabletops and other surfaces in my living and dining rooms. I guess one could conclude from that collection that I am a family-oriented person and that I enjoy seeing my loved ones on a daily basis. Then there's my hat collection of over 200 items. Since I actually wear most of them, are they still considered a collection? Or are they wardrobe? Does the fact that I have so many hats spotlight what a stylish lady I am? Well, certainly hope so. My collection of foreign language tapes, DVDs, books, and flashcards might suggest to you that I speak 5 languages fluently. Ha! The truth is I can get a hotel room and a cup of coffee in 3 foreign languages, French, Spanish, and Japanese. Well, folks, I've been kind of playing with you a little bit. All of my friends and family know about my collection. The fact is, my entire house is a tribute to the zebra. 3 woven zebra area rugs carpet the hardwood floors of the living and dining rooms in my house. There are 23 paintings, graphics, and wooden busts depicting zebras and various zebra activities hanging on the walls in those rooms. A collector's cabinet full of zebra figures, jewelry, memorabilia, and other tchotchkes owns a prominent place in my living room. I've been collecting all things zebras for over 4 decades. I still enjoy every single item in my collection. So, what is my attraction to the zebra? I think my affinity began in the days before I educated myself. Prior to me earning my bachelor's degree, and certainly long before I earned my master's degree, it seemed to me that I went from one boring, life-sucking job to another. One day, decades ago, I ran across an article about the zebra. It discussed the fact that despite man's attempt from time immemorial to domesticate the zebra, they have refused to become beasts of burdens. Zebras will stand their ground and endure a beating, but they will not haul your load and they will not pull your cart. I respected that tenacious stubbornness from a simple beast of the field. I wish that I had the option not to haul and pull. I became attracted to the zebra. I suggest that there is a simple joy in owning things that we find pleasing. I started with one zebra figure, I added another and another. After a while, I realized that I had a small collection. Family and friends began giving me zebra items as gifts for Christmas, my birthday. I delight in each new addition to my collection. There is a story behind each piece. As Nate Berkus stated, my home is a collection of what I love. I love the beauty and independence of the zebra. And now that I am semi-retired, I am enjoying the freedom of not having to haul and pull for a living. I am grateful for the time I have to work on projects that I love. My home is aesthetically pleasing to me. In addition, I can do what I want when I want. I don't have to haul and pull for anyone. Life is good, and for me, the best is yet to come. Thank you very much for that opportunity to share my thoughts. And I really truly believe that we do create our home to reflect who we are and what we love. So thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Madam Jen, for sharing your beautiful story with all of us. And we are very honored to have you here with all of us. And thank you so much for sharing your beautiful thoughts and for giving your precious time to all of us. So our next participant, our next guest mentor from Sri Lanka, Spantwantha. She's writer, principal, International Language College, Sri Lanka. So if he or she is here with us, please come on the screen and share your beautiful story with us. Sam, can you hear?
Yeah, Sampath sir is there.
Yes, good evening to all of you. So,
Thank you so much.
have a wonderful day to all of you. So, right, there are many storytellers, but among them, we have the real storytellers. They are not just only storytellers. So, they have the stories, they have the life of the stories. They do share their stories. So, in the evening from Sri Lanka, So it is nice to share my words to all of you. So my country is Sri Lanka. So there is one motto in my life. You are not from India. You are not from Japan, right? Right. You are, many people come from with different countries, but we live in the one world. Therefore, so I'm from Sri Lanka, but we all live in one world. So everyone have the stories in the one world. So our stories share with the one world to create the beautiful world. So, ladies and gentlemen, in my life, I have found the happiness. I will find the happiness. I found the happiness. There is a beautiful word in my life. I always follow the happiness. So it's hard to earn the happiness. Sometimes it's easy to earn money, but it is difficult to find the happiness. So in my life, I always try to be a person with the happiness. Therefore, with the voice of here, I do want to share my words to the world. If you can be a happy person, the world will become the happy place. If you are a person that you have earned the happiness, if you do something, that is, the result will be the happiness. It's difficult. The happiness comes always while we are doing something. So I have had the difficulties in my life. So that is from that I always will learn happiness. So the path of the way of to going to the happiness, working hard. Luck is the luck. If you don't have something, you have to work hard. To earn what? To gain in the happiness. So I am really happy to meet you in this beautiful evening. And I beg from you, right? You can earn money. You can earn, you can buy many things, but it's hard to buy the happiness. So we all together, we live in one world. Try to be we can try be a happy person. Then world become the happy place. So I'm really happy to address this beautiful meeting. So I'm really happy to join you, and I do want to share the words to Ma'am Rachna. She has been with us, as well as with the institute, our school. So I do want to say thank you. Without, I don't have in my hand the flowers, but in my mind, in my heart, I have the happiness to share you with the flowers, many flowers, the beautiful flowers. So thank you very much for inviting me. My motto is, you are not from India, you are not from England, right? I'm not from Sri Lanka, but right, we live in one world, right? If you are a happy person, if you do the happy things, right, the world will be the happy place. Thank you very much. I'm Sampath Navaratna from International Language School from Sri Lanka. Thank you very much.
Thank you to Sir Sampath for sharing your beautiful journey, beautiful story, and beautiful thoughts with us, and making this evening very beautiful, for sharing your very strong views. And first of all, I would like to say my heartfelt thanks to you for your precious time that you given to us. And now we need to rejoin all video because it's gonna be late, and we will share a new link with all of you. Then we will start our third participant.
I think we can continue, Memuna. We'll take the next
Okay,
one.
so our third guest mentor is Anjum Nazir Qureshi. She's assistant professor, recent international trainer, and global speaker. So if he or she is here with us, kindly come on the screen and share beautiful thoughts and story which he or she has written. So I would like to request Dr. Anjum Nazir Qureshi.
Thank you so much, Ramna, and thank you, Krishna ma'am, for this wonderful opportunity. Well, I've been a speaker, but I think being a storyteller is something which I have experienced very less. And here is a story which has somewhere out of my personal experiences. And the title of the story that I would like to present today is A Help That Changed into a Report. One fine day, I was just walking through the corridor of my department, and I crossed through a vacant class, and all the lights and fans, no one was there in the class. And I wondered, oh, how this young generation is. They are so careless. All the students had left the class, and none of them remembered to switch off the lights and fans. So, as my habit, I just entered the class, and as my hands were reaching the switch, I found a girl who was being immersed in her thoughts. She was sitting on the last bench of the class. I walked towards her, but she did not realize that someone is coming. I stood near her for a few seconds, and I was surprised she could not be in my presence. I asked gently, "Dear, what happened? Why are you alone? What are you doing here?" And she was puzzled, and she just stood up and said, "Ma'am, ready to come." And I replied, "I hope everything's fine with you, because all your friends have left the class. What are you doing here?" She was alarmed at my question. She immediately stood up and she walked away without saying anything. Well, I was taken back. I realized that she is worried. Something is disturbing her. And after that day, I started observing her. I knew her as a very bright student, but I did not realize what had suddenly happened to her. She has started avoiding her friends, and she prefers being alone. So, in a few days, there was some function at my relative's place where I was invited. And I was enjoying the function, and suddenly, I saw a lady sitting next to me, and randomly I said hello to her because, just by looking at her, I felt that I should talk to her. And after the conversation started, I realized that she was a psychologist, and she started telling me about her session because she has recently conducted for teenagers. And suddenly I was reminded of my student, that girl whom I was observing for the few days. So I told her about the girl, and she said, "Yeah, it's not a big issue. It can be solved by counseling." And I felt I found a way to help my student. I took a contact number, and after the next day when I reached the college, I was searching for the same girl. I could not find her. Half of the day was passed, and while going to the lab, I felt someone sitting on the stairs. I went there, and it was the same girl. She was weeping. I asked her, she felt left with no reply. So now I realized that it's the time to do something for her. So I tried to contact the psychologist, planned the counseling session, and I invited her. But the counselor just told that, see, ma'am, when we have the sessions, it is better that the faculty should not be there. Only students should be allowed into that. And I agreed to it. The session was about to start. All the students started occupying the seats in the auditorium. Some of them were busy clicking their selfies, but I was searching for only one thing. And after a few minutes, I found her sitting in the last row. I went near her and I asked her, where are the rest of your classmates? She said, ma'am, they're on the way. And what is the session about? And I said, it is something related to the youth. Our guest is a counselor. And and then she asked, oh, counselor, will she answer my questions? And I said, yes, I hope so. You are able to find your answers to the session. And yes, the session started. And as the counselor has told that faculty should leave the auditorium. So we left. And after a few minutes, when the session was over, someone just called up to tell that the session has been completed. So I went to the auditorium. I could see some happy faces. So we greeted the students. We walked away towards my gate. All of the faculty members were waiting eagerly to, for the counselor, because we never had experienced a session that we would just leave the guest speaker with some outsider and we would work out. So after that, she came, the counselor came to my cabin and we started just chatting with her. But in the middle, I just could see that someone just crossed to the cabin. I looked out and I saw that it was the same girl. Well, I tried to I tried to ask the counselor, and she said, "Mom, I will tell you later." But I was really worried. But then once the counselor left, and I saw that girl again standing near my room, and I asked, "Yeah, what happened here? Do you need anything?" She said, "Ma'am, I want to talk to you." And before she could finish her sentence, she started crying. I consoled her. She controlled her tears and said, "Thank you, ma'am." I surprisingly asked, "Why thank you?" "Madam, I know you have been observing me for a few days. You know I am worried. I want to thank you for this session." I said, "Where to thank? It was just a part of the curriculum." She said, "Ma'am, this session has actually given me the courage to speak about my problem. I could not do it earlier, but now I want to tell you." She said, "Ma'am, I'm forced to get married. You know that I have 2 more years left before my graduation. There is a lot of pressure on me to change my decision. No one talks to me at home. I feel alone. I have no one to talk to, no one to share my feelings. I feel like ending my life. I'm very confused, ma'am. I don't know what to do." I said, "Oh, this is the problem. See, there is a solution to every problem, and we can help you." So she said, "Ma'am, can you help me?" I told her this very simple. You go to your home, try to be very normal with your parents, and after a couple of days, we will visit you. She was scared. She said how it would be possible. The next day, I gathered a couple of friends with me, all the teachers that we had, and we tried to know the reaction of the girl. Like, I also contacted the counselor to know the reaction of the girl. She told about the girl that she did not respond to her well, but with your conversation, with your counseling, we can help her. So even the counselor agreed to assist her. So in these 2 to 3 days, the girl, as per my advice, she apologized to her parents, and everyone was a bit fine with her. I informed her in the college that I will be visiting her home, but she has to pretend that she did not know about her. I asked, "What will be the good time to visit your home?" So then, "Madam, please try to come after 6 p.m. Everyone will be there." So in the evening, I reached her home with a counselor and 2 more teachers. Her parents welcomed me. Then I told them I am their daughter's teacher. And after some casual talk, the counselor asked the parents about the plans for the children. Her mother said they want their daughter should get married, but she does not obey. But we had a counsel. She used her skill to talk to the parents, told the parents about the consequences of early marriage, about the consequences of post marriage. She talked about the role of parents in building the future of children, and the parents were reluctant initially, but eventually they agreed to whatever the counselor told them. And after some time, they realized their mistake. The mother passed. but he told the mother to speak to her daughter. The girl entered the room. The mother hugged her tightly. She felt it was time to leave. And after a few minutes, a message popped up on my mobile screen. Thank you, Badr. And so this was a small initiative that helped a girl student to complete her study. And presently, she is working in a multinational company. And her message on every Teacher's Day, in which she expresses gratitude for transforming her life, is my biggest reward. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Anjum Nazir Qureshi, for sharing your beautiful thoughts and your beautiful story with all of us and making this evening very beautiful. And we are really honored to have you with all of us. And now we have to
So welcome back once again. Memuna, over to you. We'll share some important points. So since we are waiting for Nahid Raza, sir, as our next mentor storyteller, I don't know, due to some network issues probably, is not yet, he was there, but somehow, I don't know. Anyway, let us all think about certain points, which is very important. My students, those who are here or those who will be watching us later on or seeing the live telecast in our social media handles. So for them, just few points. As you've already heard, our chief guest, Jenny ma'am, Dr. Anjum ma'am, they had shared the stories. Remember, students, storytelling means stories, stories coming out from the baskets where we had thrills, delightment. So children will look out when we tell about storytelling competition. You need to present it in such a way. It might be your life story, but it can be once upon a time story too. But there should be some feelings in it. As you please listen once again, as Dr. Anjum ma'am had told the story with pauses, with voice modulation, laugh in between, interaction in between. So that is called storytelling. We are trying to grab the audience with our stories. Who is going to listen to us? There is no one today who is having time to listen to you and me. We are all bothered about ourselves. We, me, I. So if you have to tell a story, you need to do it with lot of pause, lot of posture. Your voice needs to go up. Take a pause. I'll tell you a short story, just a few lines, but just listen carefully to the story. One day, God appeared in the house of a man who was really very devotional. You can say very humble, righteous, and he used to do all the work properly. So God said, I have the list of the people whom I'm going to take with me tonight. So the full book he was carrying, angel of God. What did he do? He kept the book. So this man, Mr. Robert, he knelt down on his knees and he said, "Dear angel of the Lord, please, I have been always praying to you, doing all my duties. Please don't take me very soon. Some more work is remaining." The angel of the God said, "I have no clue. I have to open the book and see." The angel of the God, "Please have something since you came on Good Friday to my house. So I would love to serve you a good supper." So he was bribing, actually. He was bribing the angel of God so that his name goes in the end. So what did he do? He gave a lovely supper. And after eating that, the angel of God went to sleep. And he quickly got up, took out the book, and saw that his name was in the leaves. First on top. That means tonight he is going to go away from the world. Once the angel of God, woke up from his slave, he said, "Come on, let me open the book." Then this man knelt down and said, please, 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 angel, you, if me, can you do just one thing from me? Can you take the names from the ends tonight? So the angel of the God said, oh my God, you are such a wonderful human being. I will give you something from my side. Today, I will try to fulfill your wish and which you want, and I am going to write all the names upside down. So, did you understand the moral of the story? When the names were written upside down, he was the first to in the list because his name was first there. And now, when he gave his wish that I will write the names upside down so that your name doesn't come. So he was like, my God, that whatever God plans, whatever his wishes are, we can never undo it. We have to follow. So, story is that which gives you thrill, enjoyment. It gives you moment of happiness. You can, create the audience, engulf them. You can use a lot of or you can say puppets, hand puppets, or hand gestures, tell your stories. So, children, just keep in mind today you have listened to the global mentors. These points are very important. Like Debanshi yesterday had narrated a story, a horror situation which she was in. Maybe as when you write it up, it will be very wonderful. But when you tell a tale, telling a tale needs a lot of pauses, lot of we can say a lot of unification of ideas, and then story becomes wonderful, as Jenny ma'am had said. And today also we had Sampath sir from Sri Lanka. Sampath sir also was narrating a story. But I would love my students to listen to Jenny ma'am's story and Dr. Anjum ma'am's story once again so that you know really what tell a tale is. Thank you so much, Memuna. Do we have Nahid sir? Nahid Raza sir? Can you check?
No, we have not yet Sir Nahid Raza with us right now.
Oh, he was there. I don't know. Maybe we wrote the message. Okay. Nahid Raza sir might have some other work. Maybe he got busy. He was here throughout and he was listening to all the stories with it. Anyway, no, not an issue. We have Jayanti here and we also have Anjum ma'am is also here. You can't see Anjum ma'am. We want you on the screen, Anjum ma'am. Students have not joined, but yes, few points and the results to be announced. So I want to gather everyone before we have a rapid fire. So during the rapid fire session, I would like to ask Jenny ma'am a few things for our students that when we have a storytelling competition, what points would you suggest for our students in very short, quickly?
So you want me to respond now? Some hints that I have for students in competition.
No, ma'am, I just want you to tell our students what are the points they should remember when they are telling a story. Because we had a competition yesterday. The results I'll announce later on, but we want the pointers for our students' benefit so that they will improvise themselves.
All right, I would have to say in competition, always start strong. You have to have that hook to get the audience's attention so that they stay with you and stay interested. So when you're mapping out your speech, pay attention to your opening, then move into your main points which support the thesis in your opening. And then when you go to your conclusion, circle back to your thesis statement in the opening. But the most important thing in a competition, I have to tell you, is choose colorful, powerful words. So learn to work with the thesaurus if you don't know vocabulary that is exciting. Learn to find another word. But most important thing in competition, I can tell you, is grab the attention words and then circle back to your thesis and end strong too with a smile.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was so lovely. And I hope all our kids have heard. Dr. Anjum, ma'am, would you love to share some other points for our students who are listening? Because even Memuna was a participant. She too had shared a story. She's a journalist from Pakistan, and her story also was there. Yeah, Naid sir has joined. Now, anyway, ma'am, you can just share in short pointers.
Yeah, of course. Short, I would like to say, yes, of course. Expressing your content, that is very, very important when we go for storytelling. I just said, express content. It's not a content, but more than that, how you speak it. Because if you speak a sentence that everyone left the class, so, but how you say, oh, everyone left the class and no one has switched off the lights. So that makes a difference. The voice modulation that you have to be very careful. And the other thing is, if you're allowed to use any kind of props, if we can be using a prop in between, but don't have it more either at the starting or at the end. That will give a very strong message. And always try to tell the moral of the story, whatever, or you can leave it as a question for the audience also. Even that would. Thank you so much.
Yes, over to you, Memuna. I think Nahid Raza sir has joined it finally. So you can introduce him and then give it over to him.
Yeah. He has joined us, and thank you so much, Sir Nahid, for joining us. Now I would request our fourth participant, our mentor guest, Mr. Nahid Raza. He's a school principal, motivational speaker, and a columnist. He believes in learning better together. He has pursued MA in English, BEd, and postgraduate diploma in school leadership and management. And he has taught English for around 10 years. He has been working the school principal for around 12 years. He has taught in international debates competition, Harman College, Nepal. He delivered talk in all India Principals Conference, TI International School, Sonipat. He conducts workshop of teachers on classroom management at Patal's Board School SCAR. He conducted corporate training on transforming organization at Pioneer Consultancy Services, Moradabad. He took motivation session of student of Soda Senior Secondary School, Yona. He participated in various national, international talk shows. So now I would request to Sir Nahid Raza, please come on the screen and share your beautiful story and the beautiful thoughts with all of us and make this evening very beautiful by sharing your beautiful thoughts.
Thank you, Mamuna Alias. My sincere gratitude to Rachana ma'am. She has been doing wonderful and amazing job for inviting us and working on storytelling. See, right? Storytelling means we develop listening skills. We develop as Anjum ma'am was telling that various skills are involved in storytelling. So my sincere gratitude to Rachna Chakravarti ma'am. And Jenny ma'am is always outstanding. I generally keep on meeting her, and she is very enthusiastic, right? And she is filled with positivity, right? And emotional vocabulary is outstanding. So storytelling is as old as we are. Storytelling is old as civilization, even older than it, right? So it connects people, it motivates people, it make people wiser and better, right? And make this as no A gentleman from Sri Lanka was telling that I'm not from Sri Lanka, I'm not from India, I'm not from England, I'm not from Japan. We are together, we are one, and we are working for humanity. We are right. So together we can win the world. So please allow me to narrate a very small story, fable, I should say. There lived a small astrologer in a village. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, start now, sir.
He predicted the future by studying and analyzing the location of the planets. One day, he was walking while looking at the sky. He could not see the danger that lay ahead. He fell into a deep ditch. Luckily, a passerby saw the astrologer in the ditch and helped him out of it. The passerby asked, "Sir, how did you fall into the ditch?" The astrologer told the passerby that he was looking at the sky to see the location of the planets. The man smiled and said, "If you could not see the ditch, how can you predict the future?" Moral: worrying too much about the future makes us ignore the present. So we should live in present. We should be happy. As gentleman was telling, we should pursue happiness, right? So moral of the story: overthinking is disease. We should never overthink, and we should live our life presently. So my sincere gratitude to you again, ma'am. You are doing marvelous job. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, sharing your beautiful story with us. And it was really amazing and top trending, topic, overthinking, especially all of the youth, youngster feeling nowadays are very, outstressed and overthinking. So you described in a very little story, and it was full of lesson and very, powerful story for me especially. So I would like to thank you for sharing your story, for sharing your beautiful thoughts, and giving your precious time to us.
Thank you very much. And stories must be narrated at home. And children should not be overburdened. If we keep on teaching them, keep on guiding them, right? So they will realize that their brain is not their own brain. So how could they be developing? So proper space should be given to children so that they have study skills, they have self study skills, and when they have self study skills, they have superpower, because they are not consumers, they are the creators, right?
Yeah,
So my sincere gratitude to Rachana ma'am for giving me opportunity, and I should say giving us opportunity to vent, to give vent to our feelings. Thank you very much.
Thank
you
you.
are
Thank
most
you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Nayat, sir. That is what I call the spirit of storytelling. These are stories. So, children, please learn the art of storytelling, how you narrate your story. And you can tell your own story also, not an issue at all. But how you present it, that is very important. So, thank you so much to all the eminent personalities who have joined in far and wide across the globe. And we are really, really thrilled to have you all here and sharing your time. I know whichever part of the time your zone you all have joined in. I know it's very difficult, but still giving us your time. And thanks to Memuna once again for making day 2 a successful one. But before we end the session, my token of love to all the guests, which I will be sending it to you all and in our social media too. But for our winners, not to forget, winners. I need to announce the winners of the yesterday's event, which we had. So the winners who are, we have two first, and there is no second. Directly, there is the third prize. So the two first prizes, which I will be announcing, because I can see none of them here, none of my stars there, those who had joined in yesterday and gave a lovely presentation. But still, I would share their certificates. So the first, if I can do the slide share, 1 minute. Yes. So congratulations for the first prize goes to Mehjabeen Chaudhary, who is a medical student, has just started with a medical career. So congratulations, Mehjabeen Chaudhary, all the way from Nalbari, Assam. And the second prize, we have two first prizes. As I told you, yes, I can see Afsa also joining. Congratulations, Afsa Qureshi. First prize once again to Afsa Qureshi. So we don't have a second prize at all. Directly we have the third prize. And the third prize. Afsa, congratulations. Do you want to say something? Because I don't have Mejabin, only you are there. So would you love to share something? Afsa Qureshi, would you love to share something with us? Okay, no need. It's okay. So congratulations. We are very happy to have you. And we want your participation in all our other ventures too. Congratulations. And the third prize goes to Darshi Mazumdar. Congratulations, Darshi Mazumdar. Congratulations. Thank you so much. That was from a presentation. But of course, we will be sharing the participation certificates with the others too, because they did also a superb job. But certain, the pauses and voice modulation, which we were looking out for, we missed out somewhere. But obviously, we always keep on having such competitions, and judges keep on joining us. And all the token of love for today's global educators will be sent to them. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart to all the mentors who joined in. Thanks to Jayanti ma'am, who was there throughout both the sessions. Would you love to share today how you loved it, Jayanti ma'am?
Yes. Can I?
Yes. Just few lines.
Yeah, I'm audible.
Yes,
I'm audible.
you are.
Okay. Yes. First of all, I thank you a lot. I thank Rachna Chakraborty a lot for giving me the opportunity to speak or to say a small story. In fact, I was wondering what story should I say? I mean, will I be able to compete with the children? Because the stories are meant basically for children. That's what I thought. But then later on, I realized it is after all a story. Stories are stories. Everybody would enjoy that. So I was too late in realizing that. Anyway, I just made up my own story and I gave it out. That's why I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this storytelling. And I would like to see much more such competitions, like whatever you organize, like, let me see. I'll be a part with you. I'll try to help you some way or the other.
Sure, ma'am.
I enjoyed it. Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Thank you
Thanks
so
a lot.
much. Thanks for
Yes.
your energy and motivation. Thanks, Jenny ma'am. Thanks, Nahid sir. Thanks, Dr. Anjum ma'am. It's always a pleasure to meet you all in such platforms. And obviously, not to forget our shining stars who had participated, given their time, and my host for both the days, Memuna, who was there. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Memuna. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Good night. Hoping to have your cooperation.
Thank you so much.
Thank
See
you. We'll be live in some time once again. Thank
Yeah, sure. All right. All right.